might be. Superstar status, Glock under the white tee. Shawty saying by me, you getting the right things. Yeah.
So
I
what's the
remember.
topic for tonight?
Whew, baby, I got so many. It's not even funny.
I don't know.
But
Y'all
see,
just go ahead and just have in.
yeah, yeah, cause you know she in love. Look, Ken, you know she in love and shit. So she ain't really got much to talk about for real, for real.
No.
Yeah, I ain't got too much to talk about this time. Sorry.
Uh, oh, okay.
How long you
So,
had sent something, Ken? You sent something in the
Look,
group chat.
Lisa, that's
I
how you
I
know
know I said something too. I
that.
wanted to talk about what y'all thought from Mac Johnson.
You
We
know
talk about
what?
that.
Nah, he's still talking shit. Don't care. And first of all, this goddamn linebacker gonna say that there's no. What he said? There aren't any more queens out there to critique the girls on proper couture fashion and this, that, and the third. So I appointed myself. Oh God! First, first the fucking all.
You do that. You're not a girl.
Somebody said something,
And,
and that shit
and,
had me
and he
hollering for about 30 fucking minutes. She
and he
called them motherfucking
also
Decepticons.
said
I
that
said,
he don't
oh
want.
shit.
He also said that he don't want to date no gay man. He want to date a straight man.
And there's the mental illness right there.
I mean,
Because it is a fact. If a man have sex with a man, you are gay. Whether that's bisexual, whether that is straight gay, you're gay. No ifs,
not
ands, buts about it. You're gay.
he's that gay. He's just trying something experimenting. Maybe he,
Kiera,
maybe he
just
experimented.
because,
Maybe he
just be-
experimented and he didn't like it.
Kiera,
Make him gay. That means he was trying something out.
Kiera, just because you deal with some remedial, well,
I,
at the time, because my boy ain't like that, but at the moment you decide to deal with some remedial ass niggas, that's on them. If you
I,
if they allowed you to bend them over and peg them, they are gay. You're gay. You're a punk. You're a punk.
He's right, you know.
You're a
that listen,
punk.
no, that's not. That does not make them
You,
gay. Simply because no,
you
and I'm gonna
you
forever.
are a punk.
That does
If you
not make.
are
That mean
that
there was
that does. If
beyond.
y'all don't listen to this girl.
That
Please
means
don't. I'm trying to save y'all. I'm trying to save y'all for y'all mental health. You are gay. If anybody penetrates your backside, men are not supposed to be penetrated in their anal.
what?
Period. If anybody penetrates a man in his anal, he is gay unless he is SA. Other than that, you are gay. If you are a willing participant of allowing someone to penetrate your anal, you are gay. Point blank. Period. I can give a fuck how you try to sugarcoat it. Talk about we experimenting. Talk about we try something new. You're gay. I don't
I,
give a fuck about all this new wave shit. You're gay.
this,
Okay? You're
this,
gay. You're a punk. You wear
this
acrylics. You got a purse. You're gay.
is called being open minded. No.
Okay. Okay. Your mind can
Over
be
by
open all day
my
long, but you
hey,
still
can
gay.
happen over here.
Goddamn kid, you just spoke the
Fuck
fucking
that
devil.
shit. Hell no.
Hi.
No, it's not gay. It's definitely not gay. Kid, there you go.
Shit. Who?
He just walked in.
Like you. Turn around.
See?
Why are you
See?
touching me?
Look
See?
that way.
Why are you
See?
touching me?
You never got
Why are you
damn
touching me? You
fail.
see my hair every fucking day.
But I never seen you
My
have your
head got
ponytail
damn
like that. I
five
know
out
every
every
man.
time he
You
showed
You
up.
know what?
putting your
I'll
hands
be a
on me.
When I
fucking
take my hair
millionaire.
out, I'm gonna try and keep it like this.
He just
If I
sniffing.
use the same stuff you use with my hair,
Anyway, so
why you won't just ask you the question?
oh my god.
Don't make
Why?
no
We having a
goddamn sense.
discussion. What do you want?
I just asked you if you the question.
What do you want?
What is the
I just
question?
asked you if I was to
Ask
get
us the
when I
goddamn
take my hair
question.
out.
We answer for
No,
your
it's
ass.
not.
And
Shit.
I
Ken
really
Anderson,
like my mom's hair. I'm the reason she got away from her.
Ken,
And
Huh?
if she get, because she
man,
literally told me to thank you
Hey,
and telling her to be
who
keep her
on
hair
here?
when she be doing her hair. He trying to tell her keep it curly. Now
You breaking up.
I wouldn't mind if she went back straight. I wouldn't
have
mind
my
if she went
man
back
up
straight. I
here.
haven't seen her hair straight.
I tried. I seen him. Everybody. He
I
ain't never
actually haven't
came up
seen her hair
here.
straight in a while. Yeah. Well, last time you know what? The last time you got your edges, not edges,
Nah, what the hell you
hair
talking about?
trim.
It's been a while since I had my ends
That
cut.
ends good. Yeah.
What they
It's been a
talking
while.
about?
You talking about my hair, man?
We
Turn
talking
it
about
on.
Nah, what the hell
I
you
don't
talking
feel like
about?
that. I really feel like the might be the same problem.
What'd you say?
What you talking about in the
I
comments?
know. I think I got me and her like same hair type.
All I said was,
Yeah.
y'all was up here talking about hoes. I said, I do every hole on my wife.
Okay, that's different.
That's
That's
your
male.
wife. We talking
That's
about on a male. You
ain't
don't let
nothing,
your wife
I
penetrate you.
said,
so
You
so
don't let your
you're
wife
comfortable.
penetrate you.
Yeah, exactly. Would you let your wife peg you?
hell nah. I'm the only one.
Okay
Alright,
I got
then.
the
then a different
pepper.
goddamn subject.
it ain't no
Oh,
difference.
okay.
No difference in
Okay.
genocide. Just like
Okay.
so what's the difference
Oh,
between her
baby.
and something else in your head?
Huh?
Okay, that's one.
You said, what the difference between a man poking a woman and a woman poking a man?
What's the difference?
The woman don't have something on their body but their fingers, I hope, to poke a man, but he shouldn't want that from her. That'd be correct.
Yeah, bro, it's some dudes out here.
No, thank you.
They
I've already
paying
got
some
ate
women
up by
out here
mosquitoes
to do
already.
that.
You know how a man be talking about he want his ass ate. So what's the difference between her sticking her tongue in his ass and something else in his ass? It's still the same.
No, it's
There's no
not the
difference.
same.
How is it not?
Penetration versus getting your ass ate? I don't know. Cause I told my wife
No,
I don't know about that one. I mean, I don't like her to get me in my
that's
ass.
exactly. Most men are not comfortable. Most men are not comfortable with women even getting anywhere near their ass. So
She right
for
here.
you,
She know it's the truth.
if a
Rashonda, you
man is
tried before, didn't
comfortable.
you?
If a man is comfortable with you putting your finger in his ass,
He
if you
gay.
are pegging him, he is fucking gay. Like I said, I could give a fuck about this new wave shit. We just trying new shit. I'm sorry. No. I'm
He's
old
not.
school.
He's
You
not.
like just say you like dealing with punks and just call it a day. You like dealing with punks. There's nothing wrong with that. There's
He's enough,
nothing wrong with that.
and he's willing to go above and beyond to whatever makes her happy. He's willing to do that.
And
Yeah,
that's
well,
great.
that between you and him. That over here,
Whatever
that ain't
Exactly.
y'all
been
do in the
happening over
bedroom,
here.
just keep it there.
But no.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
That's between you and your punk. It ain't got nothing to do with none of us. But that is a whole punk. Because a man is not gonna allow no woman to put nothing in their anus. A
Hey,
man may compromise if a woman is giving him really good head and she has made him comfortable. He may be comfortable with her, allow her to lick his gooch.
Well,
But as far as like asshole, no, he's not gonna be comfortable with that.
you want to know something crazy? It is a dude out there that was comfortable enough to let his wife get piped down by another dude on the thing.
Yeah.
you know,
Now I did see that on that late night podcast where the couple
album
they came
77, whatever that nigga is.
Adam
the
22.
guy the guy he said that him and his wife have been married for I think well over 13 years,
That's a
and
lie.
he has they have reached a point in their relationship where he feels like he would like to have a little something extra on the side, and he felt as though as long as he let her know, you know, would she be, if she's comfortable with that, whatever, he'll do it. So they asked him, well, how does she feel? And then the wife came up and she was like, well, They asked him, well, would your wife be comfortable with another woman touching you, pleasuring you? So the wife ends up coming up. She was like, yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with it unless I have somebody on the side too. And he was like, nah. And I'm like, so it's okay for you to fuck off, but not her? Let me find out you a
Yeah,
cheating whore.
yeah, yeah, I got a problem with that too. If your partner can't do the same thing you doing, you can't do that. I don't give a
Right.
fuck if
Like, that
you're a
shit is
man or a
weird.
woman. I didn't,
That shit is
nah.
really, really weird to me.
I did ask my
Like,
wife. I asked my wife before we even got officially married. I used to ask. I'd be like, "Here, just hear me out. Just hear me out." I used to be like, "Baby, you want to do a threesome or something?" And then I'll turn around and be like, "Hell nah," because I think about it. I was like, I'm not actually comfortable with let somebody else or myself being seen. I'm just with her. Like one on one. I'm way more cooler with that, and I'm being confident. When I used to make those little jokes, after I came to realization how that shit would make her feel and how the way it would make me feel, I stopped asking that shit before we even got married. So I don't even think have it been a question since we've been married? Hell no, it ain't been a question since we've been married. She right here next to me, so.
like I said, I'm different. I feel like a relationship,
Mano
not
y
just,
mano.
yeah, like the
Yeah,
sex,
cause I don't
your
like
sexual
shit.
relationship should just be based on you and your partner. And some people, when the sex get old, no, because you're looking at it the wrong way. You're looking at it as getting a fucking nut off. That's why it's getting bored to you. You're not looking at it as an intimate situation, a pleasurable situation. That shit
Alright.
will never get boring because that person is giving you a feeling that you just can't explain. But if you're just looking at it as just to get a nut off, of course it's gonna get boring.
But maybe
To
that
just
person,
stress off.
that person probably not giving them that feeling they can't explain. Maybe that person is giving them everything but that feeling they can explain. Like the person might
And
be great in all aspects, like everything is good except for that right there.
but again, this is where you should be able. This is where you should be able to have that conversation with your partner. You should feel confident enough. If this is a person you want to spend the rest of your life with, this
That's
person
what
also needs to be this
That's probably why
this
they open them doors. That's probably why they opening up them doors. Like the partner might be comfortable with it because the partner probably knows that they're not pleasing them sexually. Like I said, they probably doing everything else perfect, but when it comes to sexually, they're probably not pleasing each other sexually. So the thing might be, they might sit down, they might come to an agreement. Like this is what's what, you know. That man come
first
to
and
tell me.
foremost.
That come to
That
tell me you
sound
want.
toxic. That sounds some toxic ass
Exactly.
shit.
First and foremost, that's some bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why that's some bullshit. Because if you really fuck with that person like you say you fuck with that person, if you care about that person like you say you care about that person, you're going to talk to that person. You can teach a person how to fucking please you. So all that, well, maybe I need to go somewhere. No. Well, maybe you need, just take your ass all together to that other person. Because that's some toxic ass shit. That's some bullshit.
And
Like you
again,
can teach a person to please you. Like I
that's
said,
how
it shouldn't be about a fucking nut. It should be about the experience.
it could be something that they talked about. Like I said, they both might be into something like this.
Well,
Like
tell them motherfuckers stay the fuck away from me then, cause I that ain't my cup of tea.
You want me to tell you the
Or
truth on that?
I had situations like that, and I'm speaking from experience. Like this is a situation that I've been in. The me sexually, so I'm gonna tell you like, and then after I just sat here and told you, well, like sexually, when you're not pleasing me. Yeah, you're doing everything else like sexually, just not that. Before we suffer because of the fact you don't want to shut up. Okay, so how we're gonna do this? Are we gonna invite somebody else to the bedroom and let them do it, or like how we gonna do it? We can end this. We can maybe go do somebody else or something. But I don't give a damn how we try how nice and pretty we try to put it. If it's not there sexually, it's just not there.
Well, for one, that means
I don't care
you
how
got
it
your
looks. I don't Yeah, we said
Like I
And
said
that would come
again,
with all them goddamn toys too. That with all them
now
damn
hold on.
toys, goddamn throw your
Like
goddamn
I
floor
said,
off.
that when it comes to sexual pleasure, your ego needs to go the fuck out the door. So that person that you was telling, hey, I'm not being pleased, they weren't listening to what you were saying. They were only concerned of, oh well, my dick ain't doing X, Y, and Z. They're using their ego.
to a problem to them.
They're,
That's a personal problem because you took what I said and you took it another type of way. Because I told you, like, if I know for a fact that I'm pleasing you sexually and I'm not getting the same thing return, so okay, that is with having sex, and you damn well pleased, like you, I'm going out to please you. Then you get up there and do what you gotta do, and I'm still not pleased. So you want to be like this, and you want us to spend years together, we'll get you right here. Like, how is that gonna happen? Yeah, I love the fuck out you. I love the fuck out you, but like I said, we're not no old ass people. We don't worry about dealing with that. We'll be okay with that. We'll be content with that when we get old. But the first still get high here, so we need to fix this.
Y'all want to know something crazy though?
What that?
Like being around. All right, so me personally, like I used to hang around females. You know, be around a lot of females. Whatever. The short story is like, woman be like, it's not even necessarily based off the size. It's if that person can stroke right. They'll say this and the third, but found out also is like there are different foundations of pleasures, you know, that equate to why people don't like being in relationships. Some dudes will say, well, she got good, you know, VJ, but she ain't got no head game. You know, they'll run with something like they'll run with and say, well, they'll try to avoid offending because they know they don't want to lose out on, you know, the sexual orientation that they going through. Some people will validate you only because you got a good enough for something that, you know,
Who is
out
this?
me, Nigel.
We can't be quiet.
Oh, oh, but yeah, some people validate how the way you feel in your sexual orientation and what you do for them. You know what I mean? As long as you are pleasurable in that aspect. But like, if you really trash in the area, you know what I mean? You can be taught how to do something. Like
exactly.
you can, like I said, a lot of women depend on the stroke game. Some women love the feel for it. Some dudes can't eat the clitoris right. Some dudes don't, you know,
Hell,
don't know
some
how to
women
lick the
don't even
thigh
like that
proportionally.
cat to
You
be
know what I mean?
eat. That's why
Allegedly, that's ignorant.
Yeah,
some
that's
don't even like that
And
cat to be ate.
You know, another thing that tripped me out, people love to say men this, like when it comes to threesome and stuff like that, people swear to God that it be the men, but little do they know it be the women that be with all this shit.
yeah, the woman actually be the ones wanting to do that.
Like with me and Matt, I prefer to, I'm telling you exactly what I want. I said with my situation, I'd have been there. So I was the one with like, well, I feel like we should have a threesome. Like this is shit that I bring to the table. Like this is what I want to do. You ain't, and then people be like, well, she done as hell because he got her doing this. No, I'm the one making her do it.
Yeah, that's y'all sexual orientation. That what I mean,
well,
brother.
a lot, and then also too, a lot of the time, like I said, a lot of the time it is based on ego and not pleasure. A lot of people have this misconception just because you fuck somebody, not make love to, and that's another thing too. Just because you didn't fuck somebody and they said your name and they moan and they groan, you think your dick game, your head game, your pussy game is top tier, and it's fucking not. And so when somebody tries to critique you and tell you, look, I'm not being pleased, and you take it at it bruises your ego. Because, well, the woman you was with just before, she was like, "Ooh, shit, yeah, do this, da da da." But that's not the case. I have no problem. I'm a very teachable person. I am never close to wanting to know what pleases my partner. So I will ask questions all the time, and I tell them, be honest, tell me the truth. Do I need to work on this, or should I do this, or should I am very open to communicate about shit like that, because I understand, like, I don't walk around here bragging like my shit is on top of the world. I don't do that shit, because what may feel good to you is not gonna feel good to the next person.
Bingo.
So I just go off of who I'm currently with at the moment. I never go into the next situation thinking that, oh shit, I'm about to turn this motherfucker out. I never do that. I never do that because, like I said, everybody's sexual preference and levels of pleasure are totally different.
Mm-hmm.
So, but one thing I would never do is invite somebody into my bedroom. If it has gotten to that point, like I said, to each his own, and I'm not knocking people that do that shit. Whatever pleases you, you do that. But me personally, that is Pandora's fucking box, and it opens up to some bullshit.
You
So
right,
to each
child.
his
'cause
own.
I wouldn't invite
But
them in my bedroom either. I invite them to the hotel.
so I don't feel comfortable with allowing somebody else in my personal space like
Get all
that.
your stuff out. Everything that
Because to me, sex means more. It's more than just sex to me. Like it's a whole experience. So I take that shit very, very seriously. That's why I'm very selective of who I sleep with and who I give my body to. Cause everybody out here just fucking, and ain't nobody out here making love, and that's the fucking problem. And that's what got
no.
a lot of people fucked up right now.
That's the problem. Everybody want to make love. Then they be around here
No, they
deluding as
don't.
fuck in
They
their
not
No,
feelings.
they
making
no, they
no
don't.
goddamn
No,
That's
they
the
love.
don't.
problem. That's the
No, they
Ain't
problem.
don't.
nobody
When,
making
Shit,
No,
I
they
got
don't.
3
nowadays.
kids. I don't know who out here that I make. I'm out here making
No,
love. I got 3
that's
no,
the
kids.
no, no,
problem.
no, they
That's
don't.
the
Shit.
problem
No, it's
because
not.
when you
No, it's
hook up
not.
together and then you want to sit there and decide you want to make love, now you riding this motherfucker delusion because you done made love. This
No,
motherfucker done looked you in your
no.
face and told you how much they love you and they gonna be with you and all this. So now you crazy as a motherfucker.
But
So
see that is
because
that.
you
Hold
done
on.
sat there and made love.
No, that is your
You
fault because you
you
need to
got
learn the
you got to
difference.
go into
You need to
it. You got to
learn the
go into it with
difference.
that mindset.
You need
You have to
you
go
need to
into
learn
it
the
with the
difference
mindset.
between love and lust. That is your fault. You need to learn the difference between love and fucking lust. If you just mean this person is a one night motherfucking stand, it's your fucking fault. You falling for that dumbass shit he's saying to you about this my shit and this, that, and the third. So again, learn how to love yourself to know the difference between love and lust.
You
So
just
no,
said they're not out here making love. So that's what I'm saying. That's their
because
problem.
they're not.
They're out here
They're
trying to
not.
make. They're out here trying to make love, and then they're falling in love, and all of this, whatever. So now you're crazy than a motherfucker because you done set your ass up here and made love. Instead of
That's your
when you
that's
went
your
into
fault.
this thing, when you done went into it, instead of you going into it with this mindset like this is gonna be a one night stand, we're gonna fuck around, blase. No, you went into it with this love mindset. Y'all done made love. He done said what he said and blase.
Again,
Now you crazy.
like I said, that starts with you. If you're that weak in love, that is your fault. That ain't nobody else's fault but yours. If you're that weak and just hearing somebody say, I love you, and you try, that is your fucking fault. People gonna give you all the signs and red flags. It is up to you to see that shit. If you want to ignore that shit, that's on you. So whatever happens after that, that's on you. People are not out here. People are not out here trying to make fucking love. They out here fucking. That's why the STD rates are as high as they are. Cause ain't nobody making no motherfucking love. They making they having sex.
So you
That's
can't
it.
get
They
you can't
going
get
from
an
one
STD
dick
if you
to
make
the
love.
next.
So
No.
if you're making love, you can't
No.
get an STD. Yes, you can. Why you can't?
No.
Why you
No,
can't?
because you're
Can I answer
because
that?
you're with your person. Go ahead, because you married. Go ahead.
For real.
Because she full of
It's,
toxic shit. So you
it,
go
it's
ahead.
legit. When we talk about actual love, let's take it from the bottom. So love is actually caring about somebody realistically. If you really fuck with somebody, you feel me? You ain't finna go get on another person. You're not finna be
Thank
thinking
you.
about.
Okay, so listen to this. You saying you can't get an STD because you and this person make a love, right? You know what you're doing, but you don't know what this person doing.
That ain't love on y'all part. Then
That's
lust.
not love.
That's still lust
Exactly.
by definition.
Thank
But
you.
But
Thank
it's
you.
love on your end, but you don't know what they're doing on their end. So like I
No,
said,
that ain't. But that's not what we're talking about.
Making love,
That's not what we're talking. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the difference between love and lust. We're not talking about just because this person is love and that person is in lust.
That's not what we was talking about. We was just talking about you cannot get an STD for making love, and I simply said,
and that's what I said for making love. That means you're making love to someone who wants to give you love back, not somebody just want to crack your back.
Tell me that wasn't no bar. That wasn't no bar. Nigga, listen.
That's
So
the difference.
what if they had the STD
So
when
that
what if they had the STD when they started making love to you? Then what? You got the STD,
Man,
right?
and
Huh?
that become a goddamn crime. Cause why the fuck you ain't tell me?
Yeah, what?
That become a goddamn crime when you did not tell motherfuckers.
It's
You got
actually
thank
whole
Turn
you.
that push light
STD
on.
and you did not let a motherfucker know you got something. That is a crime.
But it's still, can you not get it if they didn't tell you? But they came in it with it.
See,
that ain't love.
you're
Then that was never
That's what
love.
I'm saying.
That's
See,
called then.
you're on a whole nother playing field
I'm on
of
what we're
no,
talking about. Your
no,
statement
you're
just
not.
your statement just
No,
was you cannot get an STD for making love. And I said, yes, you
oh
can.
my god.
You can get an STD for
Okay.
making
All
love.
right. So the
Oh,
situation
okay.
is basically we're trying to narrow something down into a specific situation. But if you're making it broader on a daily basis, yeah, you can possibly. If it was saying narrow though,
And I wasn't doing that. I was speaking specifically on
love.
individuals making love. That's what I was basically speaking on. I wasn't speaking on, well, maybe if that person had an STD, I wasn't speaking on that. I was saying if two individuals was making love, yes. I didn't like all that other shit. That was the scenario that you brought about. Like, okay.
Just,
Like,
just
no, I
like the
wasn't talking about that.
motherfucker down there in Houston and shit. And then, boy, the STD right down that motherfucker, that shit
I
too
mean,
much.
it ain't even just Houston, kid. Like
Oh,
they was
Jesus.
talking about Georgia, they was talking about Florida. Like it's really, really bad. And like I said, that's the issue. People are misconstruing making love and fucking. It is not the same fucking thing. And that's the problem. Nobody wants to make love anymore. You only want to do that when you find that one particular person, but nobody really wants to find no one particular person. It is really, really hard. Like it's
All of them want to
really
be on that
hard.
goddamn hot girl shit.
Exactly. Everybody want to be out and just doing whatever. Like I get it, you live once, but god damn, like you do know you die too, right? Like you die once. You're not coming back. You die. Ain't no coming. Well, unalive. You don't come back from that. So, like I said, I'm very
Some
selective and
on
very particular.
some on
I'm
them
not.
get
I don't.
online. They shit just fall off.
That too. Yeah, that's very true too. Shit, and then they be getting sore, having just thinking about it. They be having sores and just
Yeah,
oh my god.
I seen the actual video on like Twitter and shit. I'm like, damn, that is crazy.
Oh man! And speaking of that, I think it was like maybe 2-3 years ago, where this dude got exposed by his wife. He was so like full of STDs that he like his penis was like, oh my god, it was bad. It was bad. I think they were from Mobile. They were from Mobile.
You talk about that preacher?
I don't know. Was he a preacher? He was talking about how he was HIV positive and he had
The gay
herpes
dude,
or something like that.
the gay dude was posing.
Stopping conditions.
Why did he have to get in his pulpit and drag the when he was a homosexual himself?
You said you've been, you used to sleep with, I guess, other pastors as well too, and you've exposed them as well too in the past.
Well, I had other pastors hit me up trying to sleep with me, and I knew they were pastors, so I had exposed them, but they were an openly gay pastor, so it was a little different in this situation.
So how did you meet him though? Because you said you didn't even know his name.
He hit me up on Jack under the profile name Ryan, and he started talking to me about how much he liked my and how he, wanted to always have star, and it was like a little fantasy dream of his. So we started going from there.
So was this a paid transaction, or this is something that y'all both wanted to do?
Always from day one.
How much he paid you?
It's It's different prices each time, but I can say the most he paid me was $1,250 at once upon a setting because he definitely, forgive me, he boo-booed on my penis.
With the church's money?
With the church's money. And then now they saying the reason why he don't want to step down is because the money that he making from the church is the only income that he has. But in the text messages, he told me that he was running out of money that month because he had money set aside for his appointments. I was using up all the money.
You got these text messages?
Yeah, I got them.
Can you drop,
send it to your DMs?
Yeah, drop them to my DM right now.
She had a third party reach out to me and attempt to quiet me because his wife allegedly went and attempted to commit. So they were trying to get me to be quiet and not say nothing else because of what was going on. And like I said, he brought that upon himself. His wife doing what she did was brought on by him, not me. Our churches are so silent with what our leadership is doing because we're trying to protect our leadership. Let's start protecting our leadership and protect our own souls. Because the Bible says if the head is wrong, the whole body is wrong.
Did you use protection?
No, he asked me specifically to put my children, this is his statement, put my children in him is what he wanted, me to put my children in him.
Thank you so much, J-Rock. We appreciate you. I know you got to go to an event. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, bye.
I believe, was he a pastor?
Yeah, it was either in Mobile or Georgia, one of them two.
I know Mobile. I know it was Mobile. And he was talking about how he was
Don't worry, you know I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna put that motherfucker up here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He pulled out his thing and he had showed it. I think I threw up. I really think I threw up seeing that shit because I was like, what in the entire? And he literally was still having sex with women. And I'm like, how in the hell? What bird brain are you sleeping with unprotected and they not looking at that shit? Like, you could call me a perv, a voyeur. I don't give a damn. Before I do anything with you, my lights are on and I'm looking.
Oh, man.
I'm checking for bumps, healed bump scars, everything. Like, I'm discoloration. I'm looking for every fucking thing.
I'm checking every other thing.
Because ain't no fucking way, bro. Like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I mean, the way he was holding it like it was just for to fall off. I was like, why am I still watching this? I was so fucked up in the head. I was like, why am I still watching this? This is ridiculous. This is too much. This is too much.
There were too much.
But yeah, but look, let me go ahead and recap real quick. So yes, men, if you allow a woman to put anything in your rectum, you are a punk. Bottom line, you're a punk. You're a punk. You're a punk.
I disagree, y'all.
Of course she does.
How I feel that's your body, your choice. You feel free to do whatever the fuck you like. I don't give a fuck.
So you ain't got nothing else for tomorrow? I do. Okay, what's something else?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, but you just can't do it over here.
Exactly. Don't bring that shit over here. You can't do that over
here.
He don't bring that shit. Don't try to bring that shit over here.
You cannot do that over here. I am not sorry at all. There are plenty of fish, but I ain't one of them. I'm a whole tree. I ain't no fish.
And the crazy part was, I seen a video of that dude. I guess he was in church and he was trying to propose to the other dude in church, but he tried to tell him to get up. I'm sitting here like, man. You might AO with it, dog. He he done put y'all out there.
I had to open the trunk and went back in the house.
So how do y'all feel about women proposing to men?
I don't feel comfortable with that. Me personally, I don't feel comfortable with that.
I'm just using Gemini because my phone won't allow me to do it.
I don't feel comfortable with that at all. Yeah, mm-mm.
Do you think it's
I
a
feel
bad thing
like
though?
I
that is.
do. I do. I'm not a traditional person. I'm not, but I feel like certain things, I feel like that's what makes a man a man. A man preparing to confess his love to his mate, to his soulmate, is a very, very beautiful thing. To see a man go through that process is a very, very beautiful thing. The intimacy, the planning, I think is very, very beautiful. And I don't think that women should take that away from the man, like, at all. Because that's like a gift he wants to give to you. And I feel like when women take the initiative, like, you're literally like taking his, I ain't gonna say his manhood, but you're taking a piece of him away from him, because again, you stepping on his balls again. You want to be the man.
At the same
No.
time, I see where they coming from, because like it should not even take that damn long for you to pole to your goddamn woman. Like, come on.
And that is true. That is a very, very true statement. Men are natural conquerors. Y'all know what y'all want when y'all want it. So I do agree with that as well. I'm not gonna sit up here and waste my time on nobody. If you gotta go 4, 5, 6 years trying to figure out if you want to marry me, you ain't gotta figure, because I'm gonna figure it out for you, because I'm going about my business. I wasted too much.
That waited goddamn 15, 18 years, and then waited
Exactly. Like,
goddamn proposed to. Like, damn, you think
I
she
wasted
gonna
a
be
good
happy
part.
and you proposed to her in a McDonald's line, and out of all these years you just took her through. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I wasted a good amount of time on my last relationship, and I'm not doing that shit no more. So it is what it is. I'm not wasting my time with anybody to decide if I am worthy enough to be a wife, because I carry myself in a way already. So if you don't see it, I'm not going to make you see it. I'm not going to beg you to see it. I'm just going to see my way about this situation. You can continue to figure out whatever the fuck it is you want to do, because men move for what they want. And if he ain't moving for you, baby, you ain't it.
Hold on, that statement that you just made, Lisa, about, hold on, you carry yourself as a wife already. So, men, that's a good point though. What she just said, is that why y'all don't? That's why y'all don't go ahead and, how would I say it? Is that why y'all don't take advantage of it, simply because of she already doing everything else? Like, she already carrying herself, doing the wifely duties. So is that why y'all feel as if y'all don't have to go ahead and propose and all that? Like,
Are you saying are you asking if a woman is already doing wifely duty things, is that a reason not to marry her?
No, I'm saying is that, how, like, we were just sitting here talking about, the woman proposed to the man, and a man already know what he want. But like Lisa just said, she's not gonna sit around and do it, but she knows what she doing now. She's already presenting herself as that, like, this is what I can be. So is that why men take, because of the fact they got, I'm
gonna be honest.
That's why men take so long to do it, simply because they got the women that's already doing everything else. I mean, why do I have to marry you when you already doing it?
No, to be honest, is it like, if you come into a situation where y'all was like dating or talking and y'all wasn't really full on serious, you shouldn't be giving nobody expectation that you're gonna be doing everything likewise like a wife or a husband. until y'all actually had that serious conversation and engaged that way. You know what I mean? But the moment y'all start doing things like staying the night at each other's house, having sex and all that, then by far, regardless of the financial responsibility, if he could lay up with you, he could pay your bills too.
Exactly.
But some of be hooking up with
now
these
hold on.
sorry ass dudes that ain't got no damn job
But
and all want to ride and they got damn car and
hold on,
shit.
but
Allegedly, that's ignorant.
but another thing